Right now I'm filming in front of a live studio audience, so you guys hear giggling, that's them. Hi, how's it going? My name is Miguel, and welcome to this week's episode of Thisabled Talks. If you haven't already, or if you're new, don't forget to press the subscribe button so you never miss a notification of any of our talks. This week we're carrying on with our series, I Need Jesus, where we're trying to figure out why having a disability seems so daunting and so much bigger than just one person could handle. So during this series, we're gonna peel back the layers and see if we can get to the bottom of it. This week, my plan for the series completely changed. I had stuff figured out that I wanted to follow, and I had a pretty bad week that just made me kind of change my plans with this series. One of the things that I realized is that you can't really have any expectations having a disability because it's so uncontrollable, right? You have a plan about how your day is gonna go, or something as simple as, hanging out with friends. You have a plan to have fun, and tripping or something because of your disability, whatever it may be, can just ruin it within seconds. So last week I had a really busy day planned, and I was really looking forward to it. In the morning I was gonna go volunteer, and then right after that I had a really big, really important networking event that I was really looking forward for weeks. I even had business cards ready, and I was all excited. I was like, this is gonna be a good day. So when the day came, I did the volunteering, had a blast, and then got ready, went to the networking event, and as soon as I got there, I was hit with some unexpected stuff because I got there and there was a mix-up with like the list or like the names. Long story short, nobody knew where I was supposed to sit, and every person that I talked to had no clue. They just knew that I was supposed to be there, but there basically wasn't a spot for me. But I was like trying to figure things out and going back and forth of this event, just walking back and forth trying to figure it out. And in the middle of that, of course, when I finally found my seat, I was headed towards it, and I fell when I walked. When I walked right in front of the room, I fell on the stage. I just completely ate it. I don't even know how. I think my leg must have caught, my foot must have caught on something. I don't know. The point is I fell, and in that moment, if you have a disability, you might be able to relate, but you just get this overwhelming sense of frustration, especially with what I was feeling before, like being so positive, and then that happening. It just was completely unexpected. I instantly got frustrated, like stressed, and to make things worse, since I was wearing a suit, the blazer kind of constricted my movements. So when I tried to get up, I was like trying to push myself with my hands, but the suit wouldn't let me, it wouldn't let me. So I was like I felt like I was there struggling for hours, just trying to get up and being so close to being able, I was almost to my feet, but not quite. So I was literally on the tips of my fingers, trying to push myself up with the tips of my fingers. I'm sure that in the moment it was I wasn't there for that long, but in my head it just felt like years. I was just struggling for years. And after that, I found my seat. I enjoyed the event. It was fun, but my whole demeanor was different because I was embarrassed. And to make things worse, I don't know if it was just in my head, or if it actually happened, but when I fell, I swear I could hear ooh, and that made things 10 times worse because, like I said, I don't know if I imagined it, but since I heard it, I was like, shoot, somebody did notice, because when you fall, you kind of hope that it's low key and that nobody notices, and then you get up and you keep on going. But it's when you hear that ooh that it's like, well, shoot, somebody saw. So going through this made me realize that no matter how much we accept our disability, it's always gonna be a trigger, at least for me. And it was something that I found hard to come to terms to. One of the things that actually frustrated me the most was the fact that I let it get to me as much as it did. Usually when I fall, it doesn't matter. So that's why I was like, why did this get to me? And I get that it was like with the setting and everything, but just reflecting on it made me realize that having expectations is just where in anything in life, right? It's just kind of setting you up to fail. You have to be prepared for things to go your way or how you're expecting them to, but you also have to be prepared with a backup plan just in case they don't. And in my case, I just wasn't prepared. I was just so excited for everything that I forgot about my disability. But that's one of the things, you know, your disability is always there. Whether you remember it or not, it's always gonna be there. For this series, like, I need Jesus, I actually felt that in that moment because I felt so small in comparison to my disability, and to have that have such an impact on me, it just felt like something that I couldn't control no matter how hard I tried. That week was a week of growth for me, because I not only realized that I need to work on just further accepting my disability, but it also made me realize how much our actions can impact other people. That frustration that I felt, I ended up taking it out on somebody else and clearly saw how it affected them. That's something that I never want to do again. So for the rest of the week, I decided to just take a break. Mostly because I felt like I needed to figure out what had happened. And it wasn't easy. And it took a lot of talking with friends, just talking it through, talking it with a priest. And he kind of helped me walk through it, just examine every single aspect that led me, like every trigger that happened, because I just felt lost. It completely did overtake me. Because the disability is something that I can't control, that it's so much bigger than I am. We kind of have to learn that falling is just a part of the game, and we have to get back up. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to press the like button, subscribe, and click the little bell so you never miss a notification. Like always, I hope you have a great rest of your day, a rest of your week, and I'll see you on the next one.